known as Digimon.
I will happily say that Digimon was not on my bingo card for the new year of 2025. Hello everyone, I am Aquagecko, and we are going to be going through a breakdown of the new Digimon trailer today. Yes, the new Digimon game named Digimon Story Time Stranger. We don't know if it's a sequel or if it's a continuation of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Now, just like in Cyber Sleuth, there are these entities which are the primary enemies, similar to that of the Eaters. But also in this storyline, since we start off showing off Aegis-Dramon as one of the main Digimon within the trailer, since we focus solely on him, makes me think that the story of this game will be following more of the Olympus 12 and how they're interacted within the story. Now the game starts off with a giant explosion in what seems to be a deserted city, one that has been destroyed over time or by some happenstance of cause. And then we move straight into the actual story, where we see an overarching, almost angelic area, where we see a Locomon driving straight to it, which is the first hint of this being a Digimon game. Continuing on, we see a giant blue sphere that seems to be generating some sort of power, and what looks to be digitext written on the actual rings. And as we continue on, we see a beautiful forest that has houses, what looks like it could be homes for Digimon. And then we move on to a very familiar setting, just like in Digimon Story, Hacker's Memory, and just standard Cyber Sleuth. We move into the actual city of Tokyo, Japan. In Tokyo, we're going into Akihabara and some of the other parts of the city, similar to what happened before. And as we continue, we see a very angelic looking cathedral that has what looks like a shield. Makes me think again more on the Olympus 12. And then we see a broken down building and a broken tunnel system, where we see our next Digimon, which could be either Virus Metal Greymon or just standard Metal Greymon. We are then teased on a Titamon breaking through what seems to be a digital barrier, and a red and black beam just shooting straight up into the sky, as we see a little bit more of the anomalies that are very humanoid in shape appearing and disappearing, and with a giant hand coming over a building, resting it before we are inevitably introduced to a Digi-Egg that will hatch into Aegis-Dramon. After we meet Aegis-Dramon within the trailer, we see a quick flash of different animations, different scenes from the trailer that we'll see later on. Then we see a giant hole open up in the sky as Kuwagamon and Okuamon start diving down onto Tokyo. And instead of being teased Titamon, we see him fully blast out from the digital gate that he was breaking out of in front of our character, along with seeing a little bit of the movement, which is eerily similar to Digimon's Story, with how our character moves within Tokyo. Then we actually get to meet our character, a male character and a female character, and our Digivice, which takes on the appearance of what seems like a gun in this case. Next, we are showcased some key gameplay elements, such as our character actually riding on a Garurumon in what seems to be kind of like a tropical area. Then in the next scene, we see our character riding on a Waymon, being surrounded by Divermon, Coalmon, a Alamanacarismon, Vikemon, just a variety of ocean-type Digimon as we follow a trail, eerily similar to that of what we saw in Digimon Dawn and Dusk. Now, the last bit of information that we get is some story elements. We see a Blipmon on fire and crashing, a Birchmon flying from the explosion of what seems to be a Galactamon, and we get to see the battle mechanics, which we see a Waspmon and a Fan Beamon in the background as our Agumon attacks a Goblimon, and we see Agumon digivolve into Greymon, Metal Greymon, and War Greymon. And our trailer ends with the appearance of Omnimon slashing away at the camera as we get the title card. But that is the end of the trailer, but it is not the end of the information that we have. If you go to the Steam page, we also get 2 exclusive images on there, where we see not only our character running through the overworld, what seems to be that of a Digimon digital world town. We can also see a couple of the Digimon that are there. We see a Motimon, we see a Zudomon working on an anvil. If you look in the back, we see Tanamons, Toy Agumon, a Digitamamon, and it's kind of hard to see, but there is a Lalamon in the background also. Along with the images, we see our first look at a battle really looks like, where it looks like we can have up to 4 Digimon on our team. Either that or our friend that we're traveling with has added a Digimon, but if we do have 4, therefore this will be the most amount of Digimon that we have in a battle, not just like within our team, in a battle in a very long time. I think this will be the first time ever. And as we continue with the trailer, we get to see that the game will be releasing on PlayStation, Xbox Series X and S, along with Steam. And for our finale, the last bit of information that we get from the trailer is go to this X or Twitter to keep up to date with the new Digimon information that's coming up, along with the 3 Digimon that we get to pick from the beginning: a Devimon, a Patamon, or a Gomamon. Let me know which one you guys would choose. Tell me what you think about this trailer. Are you guys hyped? What Digimon are you excited to see in the video game? And as always, this has been Aqua Gecko, and I'll see you on the next level. Bye bye.